Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA, and what I wanted to do, just a short video on RV financing. I've had a lot of people ask me questions about it, and don't know that I've ever done a video in any detail about it. But as you know, this is a 2018 Coachmen Clipper Cadet that I'm going to sell the end of probably October. I've got a 2019 Casita coming in, and of course I financed it, and I financed this one too, and I've financed several RVs over my career. I've been full-time RVing for over 25 years. But here's a few things you might want to keep in mind. First thing is you need to know which way interest rates are headed. All you got to do is watch to see what the Federal Reserve is doing, whether they're raising interest rates or lowering interest rate. If the interest rates are coming down, then you can be a little patient and and take your time looking around and let the interest rates come down a little bit before you make your purchase. In today's world, this is September the 27th, 2018. This is Thursday, and it's very nice here in Central Texas right now. Believe it or not, it's very comfortable. We got an airplane flying over, which is just fine. But right now we're in a period of rising interest rates. For example, I bought this Coachmen Clipper Cadet in October. I actually had it delivered on October the 14th last year. And the interest rate I got on it was an unbelievable 1.9% for 66 months, which is unbelievable. And but it was University Federal Credit Union out of Austin, Texas. Your best interest rates are going to come from credit unions, whether they're federal or state or whatever they happen to be. Credit unions, for some reasons, are always a little better on their loan rates. They may be a little tighter on their loan guidelines, too, for that matter. But another example is my Casita, the 2019 Casita that I'm going to pick up on October the 23rd. What I did was you could lock the interest rate in for 60 days in advance of the picking up of the RV. So when when it got to be August the 23rd, I contacted University Federal Credit Union and went ahead and got pre-approved. And even then, the interest rate had gone up from 1.9% to 3.35. That's the best rate they had. That's for people with a credit score of 730 or above. And so to get the best rates, you got to have the best credit score. There's no tricks to that. If you've got a bad credit score, you're going to pay a high interest rate. And if you use dealer financing at the dealership, or if you buy a used one and you go to it's a used RV, the interest rates are going to be higher. How much higher depends. If it's over 5%, they're robbing you. Okay, they're robbing you. But be that as it may, but it's going to go up, and it will be over 5% pretty soon on just about everything. But I've got mine right now locked in because my credit score is above 730, and the best rate I could get at that time, and it's better than anything I could find anywhere else, was 3.35% for 66 months, 5.5 years. That same rate, if I was making that same loan today, the interest rate would be 4.45%. So that's how much it's gone up and how quickly interest rates can change. So just be sure that another thing, lastly, let me point this out. On all of your loans, particularly for any type of, even a home loan, a vehicle loan, or whatever you're borrowing money for, be very sure that it has a provision in there that there's no prepayment penalty. What that will enable you to do, I got gnats flying in my ears and everything, but anyway, enough said. What that no prepayment penalty will do, if it's in the contract, is to enable you, if you get a high interest rate, let's just say I got 3.35 now, and 2 years from now, interest rates are back down to 1.9% if you have a good credit score. Well, then what I could do is go in and refinance it and get the 1.9%. You see what I mean? And you could do the same thing. But as interest rates are going up, but again, you just have to be aware of what's happening in the interest rate market, because these guys at these dealerships, and different places. They'll tell you all kinds of things. Oh, we got the best interest rate. We got the best this, the best that. And most people make the fatal mistake of buying on payments. In other words, they know, and I don't mean by making payments, they just go in and they say, okay, I can afford $300 a month, and that's all I can afford. If you tell a salesman that, you might as well just put your wallet on the table and let him take all the money out, all right? Because he'll come up with it. He'll fit you in there. I guarantee you he will, because that's what his job is. No, what you want to do is you want to know how much that trailer sells for, or that motorhome, or whatever you're going to buy, and you want to know what the interest rates are before you go in there, because you can find all that out before you go to the dealership. You can actually find out what that unit's been selling for across the United States, who's getting the best deals, at what price. You can find all that out before you go to the dealership, and you don't have to dicker with them. You can just say, okay, I know there's one that just sold in Oklahoma, identical to what I want, for $15,000, and you want 20 for you. This one can't do it. And they'll come down. They'll meet you. Believe me, they don't want you to walk. But anyway, the factors that you need to be concerned about: number one, you got to know your credit score. Easy to do. Like if you have a credit card at Walmart or Bank of America, they have a way for you to go in and check your FICO score, which is basically your credit score. You got TransUnion, and I don't know how many. You got three major credit companies. You got Experian, TransUnion, and I can't remember the other one's name, but they're all going to be pretty close to the same. And if you know your credit score, then you'll know what kind of interest rates you can get. But having said that, as far as terms, how long you want to finance it, in my opinion, it depends. If like 1.9%, if they'd have gone 10 years on this one at the 1.9%, I'd have taken it. Why? Because you're just renting money when you're financing things. You're renting their money at a certain interest rate. All right. Well, I'll be glad to rent their money at 1.9%. I don't mind that a bit. But 3.35, I don't think so. So I wanted to get that one paid off a little quicker. But no, I would have drugged that 1.9% out for 10 years if they'd let me, but they wouldn't. They said 66 months was it on that interest rate. But again, again, I can't emphasize too much that you want to be sure, no matter who you do business with, who you get your loan with, that there is no prepayment penalty in the contract. And don't let them just tell you that it's in the contract. Have them put their finger on that fine print and say, yeah, here it says right here, no prepayment penalty at all. Is that important? Yes, because you can go back in and refinance it and save thousands of dollars, I'm telling you. But anyway, having said that, guys, just so happens I do have a 2019 Casita coming in, Freedom Deluxe, on October the 23rd. And so if any of you are looking for a used RV, this is a 2018 Coachman Clipper Cadet 16-foot plain Jane basic model. It doesn't have an oven. It doesn't have a microwave. It's microwave ready, but it doesn't have a microwave. You can get one at Walmart for $50. I added a Max Air vent fan 10-speed that brings air in and out in the vent area in the restroom or the toilet area. That was about $500 option. I added a bath surround. That's about $400. I've added a few things, but anyway, if anybody wants to buy it and you leave a comment and buy it that way, using my YouTube channel, I'll let you have it for $9,500. If I post it on Craigslist, I'm going to start at $10,500 and come down. But if somebody wants it, I'll let them have it for $9,500, and it'll be available the end of October or next month. Okay. And it's you can check it out. It's a 2018 Coachman Clipper Cadet 16, C as in Charlie, F as in Frank, B as in boy. It's got a front bed. It's got a two-burner stove, got a vent-a-hood. Some of those models don't come with a vent-a-hood. None of them come with any kind of vent in the bathroom. You have to add that. I did. It has a hot water heater, propane only. It has a refrigerator without a freezer. It's not a three-way, 12-volt, 120, and propane. It's a 120 only. I got that intentionally. And but yeah, the reason I got this thing's so base, I wanted to find out if I could live in a 16-foot trailer before I went out and spent $20,000 on a Casita. Okay, I didn't want to buy the Casita and then say, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do, even though I could have sold it because the Casitas do retain their value. I don't like going through that hassle at all. But again, this one will be available. And, you can check it out. You can check out all the specs and everything. It's a 2018 Coachman Clipper Cadet 16 CFB. And, no, 9,500 is it. I'm not going to go any lower on that price, but I will start off on Craigslist at 10.5 and let them talk me down maybe to 10 or 95, and then that's it. And if I can't sell it for that, I'll give it away to one of my boys or something. But anyway, having said that, guys, be careful when you're financing. Be sure that prepayment penalty clause is not in your contract. You want to be sure you can pay it off early. Anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Buy anything you want, but if you think about it, use the Amazon link in all my videos, in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. It doesn't cost you 1 penny, and there's a gnat in my ear, believe it or not. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. Help you avoid gout, kidney stones, help you lose weight too, because you'll be full of water. Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress and it lowers your blood pressure, makes you feel better. What else? Stretch, swivel, walk. Exercise your body twice a day, once a day for sure. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside your head. Build a fence around and just let positive stuff in. Act positive, you'll be positive. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Anyway, guys, when you're financing, just be careful. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.